when I run it, ain't no stopping on the Everest. Down said Hunt.
It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the NFC South. It's the Falcons and the Panthers, and it comes your way next.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins... Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 134 yards, and the score, too.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now, number 3 in the league in rushing, within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that, too.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there out of the running game. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes... He's going to keep this again. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So now here are the Panthers with excellent field position to start off. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And I thought in last week's game, He found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll look to throw. He finds Pirine out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That catch good for only a couple. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll run on the draw. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
2nd and 9 now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. Here's the Panthers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken right at the 35. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Falcons on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and 2. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The Panthers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Finding some room at midfield, and finally brought down at the 43. 79 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now back to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And now here's a carry heading left. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd down, here's an option right. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
And these two hooked up on a nice game to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
The extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. So that drive spans 13 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
That's what I'm talking about.
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
Hey, we got 3 down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's in his zone, 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's the 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
From the 10.
Get ready.
So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets down.